even if it's not mountain bike specific. There's lots of rocky sections, some slick rock, a little bit of sand here and there, some nice fun tech. This is coming up towards the big overlook. This is kind of cool. There's this gap cut in the side of the sandstone cliff here. So that's the Henry Mountains way off there to the south. Again, this is Reds Canyon and the lower part of the swell down below. So unfortunately on this ride, the button that turns on and off the microphone on my camera got bumped while I was putting the camera in the gimbal. So I didn't get any sound recorded for the first portion of this ride. So I'm going to narrate the first part of it. So I'm out in the San Rafael Swell in eastern Utah. And I am riding, right now I'm descending down into Devil's Canyon to the south of Interstate 70. Gonna head out towards Sagebrush Bench and Copper Globe. So I'm just heading down this OHV trail. Got Hook the Trail Dog out in front of me setting the pace. It's a pretty fun ride down through here, even if it's not mountain bike specific. There's lots of rocky sections, some slick rock, a little bit of sand here and there, some nice fun tech. Absolutely incredible scenery. And so for an OHV trail, this actually makes a really fun mountain bike ride. And it's absolutely incredible area out here in the swell. So here I'm almost to the bottom of Devil's Canyon. So this is about a 2-mile descent down into the canyon, and then you cross through the sandy wash in the bottom, and then you have another about 2-ish mile climb up and out the other side. So here I just hit the bottom. So you can see it's a little bit sandy down here, but not too bad. We're going to drop down through the wash. These conditions on this ride are absolutely really nice. Usually when you're out here it is bone dry, but it's actually not too bad because of the rain. Here, this is almost to the top of Devil's Canyon, climbing out the other side, and just happened to cross a little puddle in the rock left by the rain a week or so ago. Had to stop and let Hook get a drink and wet down his brisket, cool off a little bit, cool off his paws. So we're almost climbed back up out of the canyon, probably about mile 4.5 here. So this is cresting out of the top of the canyon up onto the flats up by Copper Globe, that big sandstone dome straight up ahead. That is what they call the Globe. That's where the Copper Globe mine site is, in the base of that. I'm going to ride past it for now, but on the way back I'm going to stop and take a quick tour around through it. Now we're out on the flats near Copper Globe and saw a couple wild horses out here, a group of 3 of them. They watched me for a minute, and then I started getting a little too close, so you can see them there on the camera as they run off. It's always really pretty to see the horses out here. A little further along, out towards Sagebrush Bench, come across this pond. This is the first time I've ever seen water in it, but caught a bunch of rainwater. Again, I had to stop, let Hook get a drink and soak. He's always game for water. This is further out towards the edge of this part of the swell. This is the first good overlook. So this is overlooking down into Reds Canyon to the south in the southern part of the swell. You can see the Henry Mountains way off in the distance there. We'll get out to an even better overlook here in a minute, but this is the first place you really get a view off to the south. This is out on the main part of Sagebrush Bench, doing a little drop down through a rocky area here. We're heading out towards the big main overlook. Once again, you got Hook out there running ahead. He's setting the pace, kind of gets in the way a little bit sometimes, just when the line he picks and the line I pick kind of intersect each other at the same time. This flat out here ahead, there's usually horses and antelope out here as well. Right here, we're coming up on kind of a cool old thing. This is an old trailer of some kind left behind either by mining or most likely probably oil and gas drilling. It's a trailer that would have hauled some kind of equipment or drill steel. As you can see, it's built like a big skid, so it can be dragged around up and over the ledges and stuff on the rough roads out here in the swell. Been left sitting out here rusting away. This is coming up towards the big overlook. This is kind of cool. There's this gap cut in the side of the sandstone cliff here, just naturally cut but almost perfectly square, and then there's probably a I would guess probably 300 or 400 foot sheer cliff immediately through it. So it's kind of cool, just a little window and nothing. And then just beyond that, you roll out onto this main beautiful overlook here on the edge of the bench, looking down onto the southern part of the swell and Reds Canyon down below. This is one of the prettiest overlooks I know of that I've ever been to. It's such an incredible view and just beautiful country, and it's so far out there and rewarding to get to and see so many cool places from it. So that's the Henry Mountains way off there to the south. Again, this is Reds Canyon and the lower part of the swell down below. Off over this way towards more of the west and the southwest, all these cliffs here in the foreground, that's the dike formation of the San Rafael Swell. Beyond is Thousand Lake Mountain on the right, Boulder Mountain on the left. You can see the snow-covered Hillguard Mountain farther off to the right there. Absolutely incredible country. Capitol Reef National Park is off there in between Boulder Mountain and the Henrys. You can see the Henry Mountains. You can't really see it with the lighting on the camera, but way off in the distance you could actually see the Abajo Mountains and the La Salle Mountains over by Monticello and Moab respectively. So now we're leaving that lookout. We're going to drop back down into the flat. This stretch of trail to get up to the lookout's nice rocky, techy, pretty fun riding to climb up, and then nice little chattery, rough cruise back down to get back down into the flat. Once again, Hook's out, leading the way. He's not tired at all. He's having a great time. Loves it out here. So this is over a little ways further to the west along Sagebrush Flat. I'm going to drop down into a little bit kind of a canyon, a little cut on the side of the cliff here out to another overlook that looks down on the old historic Lucky Strike mine site down in the canyon below. So this drop in here starts down some pretty good slick rock slabs, a little bit of dirt here and there. It's a pretty fun little drop in, pretty stiff little climb to get back out of it. You just cut down into this little side canyon and out to the edge of the cliffs, and you look down on the mine site. So this is looking down on the Lucky Strike mine down below. There's an old loadout ramp and a few buildings. You can see some of the old roads that led up onto the hillsides to the old mines. This is back over on Sagebrush Flat. Here there's a big herd of antelope that saw me coming and took off running across the flat. I'm not sure if you can see them on the camera or not, but here in just a second, wait for it. There, Hook sees him, and off he goes. He's off to get him an antelope for lunch. He's hungry, so he takes off. He chased him free. Now, obviously, I've got my sound back, so I'll let the camera pick up the noise and get you the sound for the rest of the ride. Thanks for putting up with the narration and not having the sound. Appreciate it. Enjoy the rest of it, including the tour around the Copper Globe mine site when we get there. Take a dip in the pond. Oh wait, you're good. Let's break and let my hard-working doggy take a dip in the pond.
Hopefully you can see that pretty good. You can see at least 4 horses, maybe 5, over there watching us at the edge of the trees. So pretty. Just love coming out here and seeing them in their natural environment. Alright, we're going to turn off here, detour over to Copper Globe, little mine site. Oh, buddy, we're going to go this way. This is a little monument to a sheep herder who was killed out here. 1890 he was killed out here. Good, how are you? Dropping into the canyon. Watch out for the horse poop. Hey, here you can see the freeway. See the 2 trucks going across on it. So we gotta drop down into the bottom. Then we're gonna climb up and around that way and up onto the top. Oh yeah. Like riding a berm made out of soft sand. Alright, down to the bottom of the canyon. Yeah, not too bad. We're out of the canyon. Oh, that's a pretty good little climb at the end of the ride. Alrighty, last little downhill stretch back to the truck. .1 miles, buddy. That's a good job. That's a good job. Oh, lay down in the nice cool dirt. Lay down in the nice cool dirt. Good boy. Such a good dog. Very good boy. Yeah. You lay down there and cool off while I get the bike and stuff loaded up. Everybody, thanks for watching. Apologize for not having the audio working for the first part of it. Hopefully I get the voiceover and stuff to work pretty good and still make it fun to watch. Everybody who watched it to the end, thanks a lot. Like, subscribe for some more of this stuff. I'm going to try and document more rides like this. I do a lot of these crazy adventure rides out in the middle of nowhere, kind of these unconventional rides. Hoping to document some more of them. Hopefully keep an eye on my gimbal and make sure it's actually recording sound, which would be nice. Hopefully you like this. Check out some of my other videos. Watch for more to come. Like, subscribe, follow me, MinerBiker, on Instagram. I just packed up the bike and I'm back here in the truck just getting ready to drive off. And lo and behold, here in the flat, there's another little group of horses right here. Over against the cliff, a little ways off. A half a dozen of them, as you can see. Right there. Never seen them up here before. That's pretty cool.